Hello YouTubers, Jam Gels here. So I had a UFO experience back in 1990. I'll tell you about it here. I was having a barbecue with a friend over here in town, and it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sky was all murky and gray. You couldn't see the sun. There was no shadows, just clouds. And we were up a level. We were up second floor on the veranda, cooking up the coals. And I noticed some kid had let a balloon go in the north sky as it drifted towards the west, which was kind of unusual for that part of the year and time. But anyway, I kept an eye on it, and it was drifting towards the west. So as it was going across the sky, all of a sudden something else caught my eye, and it was kind of fixed in the sky. It wasn't moving. It was about as well, it was smaller than a fly and bigger than a gnat. That's all I could tell you. It was real small, but kind of sharp, distinct, and solid. And it was just there. And I remarked to my friend Glenn. I said, "Hey Glenn, check it out. What is that?" We observed it for about 20 seconds or half a minute, and he didn't know what it was, and I kept looking at it going, well, what in the hell could it be? Could it be a bird? Could it be a helicopter? It's not doing anything. It's just there, and it was too high above the house lines to be something that was, you know, on a string, or, you know, put up there by some fraud. So I said, well, let's keep our eye on it just in case it zips away or does something to show us what it is. Like a bird maybe catching the wind, but it didn't do any of that. The more I observed it, I could tell it was a V-shaped, and it looked like it was actually rotating, kind of side to side, but not dipping and not veering. It was veering, but only at this level. It was solid, kind of creepy. So we called for other people in the condo there to come out and take a look. They were into drinking and doing shooters, and so I said, well, Glenn, do you have a pair of binoculars? And he said, no, it's over at his parents' house. And I said, well, let's keep an eye on it, so in case it does something, let's just keep observing it and not letting it off of our line of sight. So we watched it for maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3. Just kept going, well, is it a bird? Is it a helicopter? Did you see it move? Blah, blah, blah. But all that we could tell was that it was kind of turning from side to side and that it was V-shaped. Then all of a sudden, south of us was a clap of thunder, or lightning had struck. And it was very close. So we obviously were shaken by it because it was super bright, super fast, super loud, and very close. So of course we averted our eyes towards that to look for damage or where the lightning had struck. That after we caught our composure, got it back together, which I probably looked back within 10 seconds, it was gone. So that was my UFO experience. Even as a small child, I marveled at the space program and liked the whole ideas of flying saucers, but I never really studied them until after this experience. And then Close Encounters came. Well, actually, Close Encounters was already out. So it was already a kind of a hot topic by 1990 when I had this sighting with a friend. And then I watched or started listening to Art Bell, and there were so many wackos that came on there, and then ones that sounded very credible. So there was this division of knowledge out there about the whole topic of UFOs. So Area 51, there was this ex-scientist that claimed that he was there and that he helped reverse engineer the propulsion system on a flying saucer at Area 51, and that it was going on south of Area 51. So I felt that this was pretty credible, but yet all that was out there were sightings of lights and how they have expanded the parameters around Area 51, and that they can shoot to kill, and it's just a high test, secure military base. Well, my argument is prisons are high security, yet mafia and gangs are run out of there, drugs come and go. I would have thought by now that people that have worked at Area 51 would have worked a way to disseminate the information if there was actually a flying saucer there, or aliens, or any kind of alien technology there. So it is hokum to this point, because there isn't any real solid evidence. All the pictures are grainy, all the videos are blurry. You know, I could shoot a street light and move the camera and make it look like a UFO. Half of the videos that I've seen are that, or an old hubcap. The bottom line is there isn't any real tangible evidence to convince the masses about alien life, and I haven't seen flying saucers, and Roswell happened over 50 years ago, so why hasn't the government put together their own version, or at least started using that anti-gravity technology that enable flying saucers to go and zip out of our Earth's escape velocity out of our atmosphere? So there's a lot of unsaid questions about this one topic. I like to talk about at the water cooler, or have people look at me askance at work. If they have that information, that they're using a lot of government power to keep it under wraps. And I still believe that there has been visitors to the planet Earth, but there isn't enough information or proof to convince me that they do have that flying saucer. And everyone has a digital camera one way or another, through their phone or PDA, or just digital cameras are so much better than they used to be. And also there's more opportunity to con us because of all the computer software to generate fake pictures. So until they do flybys in my neighborhood, I'm going to be hard pressed to believe in flying saucers. And if the government have flying saucers or the capability, I think I would see that by now. Take care.